Ciao, everyone. This is Esther.
You wouldn't believe what she just said to me, but this is Alfred in any case.
Reporting from Sicily. Hope everyone is having a great day. You may be wondering why our set has changed. Well, we're inside because it's very windy. It's a beautiful November day, but heavy winds and frigid temperatures have arrived to Sicily.
I don't think the weather's been great at all. I have to be honest with you. I've kind of missed the old frigid New England. At least we have insulation in the house. Right or wrong?
You're a tin man. All right.
Most of the houses in Sicily are just concrete and reinforced steel rods. That's it. So for the first time last night, Esther was yakking. She was freezing. I had to put the heat on.
Wait, how did I yak?
And
Show
then,
me again.
And then I got so concerned about the bunster. I went out, I got her, what's that thing that I...
Humidifier.
A humidifier, a portable humidifier that's so cool. And so now she's just toasty.
All right, on another note, I don't know if you guys saw the last video where we took you Christmas shopping at Brickleman, and we also went to a fruit and vegetable place. But I said in the video, I want that Santa. And guess what? Here he is, Baba Natale. And no, he's not made in Sicily. He's made in the People's Republic of China. But I love him. And look, he even sings. All right, isn't he a cutie? Anyway, the only reason I really like him is because of the Sicilian flag. So that is last one, you guys. This was the last one. I literally walked into the store, saw him, grabbed him, and I asked the guy, are there any in boxes? And he said, no, last one. They're all gone.
I don't have the heart to tell the bunster that just last week I saw the same guys at the dollar store. Okay, the dollar store. But they're very nice, though. These were a lot more than $1. And it'll last us. Look, if she likes it, then I like it. What can I tell you? Am I right?
Yep. And then look at what our neighbor Francesco gave us, a panettone. This one is a classico. If you guys saw some of our videos, we did a woman in the shop who had the pistachio and also the Kinder one. But this is the classico, so I'm looking forward to trying that.
That's great. I just like it in the morning. Cut it, slice up, and butter it up. Although some people actually make French toast out of it. Did you know that?
That sounds good.
We make French toast out of it. And we have I really want to get that one that she saw in the previous video, that one with the pistachio cream. That was a high quality one. This is a pretty good one over here too. But it's not that we gouge ourselves on them. Like that guy over there will last us till, I don't know, the middle of January. One thing about panettones, they have a long shelf life, that's for sure.
Here's something new that we're going to do. We're going to be featuring 4 of our favorite Greek ruins here in Sicily. And as many of you guys know, the Greeks were here for many centuries. They had a huge impact on the island. And in fact, some of the best kept and most well kept Greek ruins are right here in Sicily, not in Greece. So.
And what are they?
Well, let's name your first favorite.
Of
all the ruins.
Greek amphitheater in Siracusa.
The largest one in Sicily. That's an impressive one.
Thank you. We have some footage we can show them, right?
Yes, we do. In fact, we did a whole episode on that in the video called Siracusa or Tigia. All right. For me, one of my favorites is, Agrigento. Everyone talks about Agrigento. The beautiful 8 temples. Concordia is probably one of the best kept Greek temples on the island. For me, Selinunte is very impressive. Although they're not as perfect looking as they are over there in Agrigento, the one in Selinunte are beautiful, and the drive is great. And also you see the sea and, the juxtaposition between the ruins and the sea. It's just magnificent. I love going to Selinunte. By the way, just back to Agrigento, one more thing. It's not just Greek ruins there. There are also some Roman ruins there. So that's a very cool place.
So, Esther, getting back to Agrigento just for a second. First of all, Agrigento at nighttime is something that you have to see. The ambient lighting on each one of those temples, well, I'm sure you've seen them in the photo catalogs. They're just unbelievable. But to actually be there and experience it is just unbelievable. There are also restaurants nearby where you could sit, and have a beautiful view of these ruins at nighttime. That's number one. Number two, if you have a tough time walking around, I just want you to know that they have these, they're like golf carts. They have drivers that can get in a golf cart and you can literally do the whole route. There's about 7 or 8 or 9 of them. I can't remember exactly how many. And you stop, you get out, and usually there's a guide there, or you could have a guide with you talking to you about each one of the sites. It's terrific, okay? It's for old, young, new, used, any type of person. It's just great.
All right, so we agree. Agrigento is definitely up there. Okay, I'm going to say my next place is, besides Selinunte, is Segesta. That Doric temple, many historians say it wasn't finished, but it's on top of a hill. It's absolutely beautiful, and there's also the amphitheater a few minutes away. So to me, Segesta and Selinunte, although there are many others, there's the Greek theater in Taormina with the spectacular view of Mount Etna and the Ionian Sea. Imagine sitting and watching a concert or a play or something and having that as a backdrop. I talk about ancient ingenuity a lot, but talk about ancient ingenuity. So those are my 2-3 favorites.
Okay.
So one of the things that we heard loud and clear from you guys, that you enjoy us taking you to our daily life, going shopping and running our errands. So I decided this morning to go down to another fruit and vegetable place that we go to frequently, Francesca and Graziella. Let's take a look. This is our friend Francesca and Graziella's place. Literally a 3-minute walk from the house. You can see they have a beautiful display, all kinds of local fruits and vegetables, a little bit different from what I showed you the other day. Here they have the nuts, and there's Graziella. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Come stai?
Bene, bene.
Carciofi.
Carciofi immancabili.
I pre-ordered the artichokes and they're ready. I'm going to show you how they look inside in just a little bit. But Graziella, abbiamo oggi funghi.
Abbiamo i carciofi arrosto, in primis.
In primis.
E poi ci sono i funghi, verdura grigliata.
E questo qua?
Frittata di patate.
Frittata di patata. E quello?
Questa è la segala selvatica col pomodoro.
Sì, sì.
Allora, melanzane sott'olio. Pomodori sott'olio, marmellata di ciliegie, questa è marmellata di ciliegie, questa è marmellata di pesche.
Marmalade of peach. There you go, tomatoes and oil. The olives here are great. E poi?
E poi oggi basta.
Basta. Take a look at the size of these mangoes. Humongous. Da dove sono questa?
Questi sono originali proprio da lì.
Local. There's the segalo selvatica. Local greens. And what she does is in pomodoro, vero?
Sì.
She cooks them in tomato e aglio, olio.
Soffriggi l'aglio, metti il pomodoro, questa verdura lavata bene con tutta l'acqua che c'ha e la fai cucinare.
So she first roasts the garlic and olive oil, then she puts this in, and also the tomatoes. And then what they do is they have these ready-made, ready-to-consume foods over here. Anche questa è segala?
No, questa è verdura mista, nivea, cicoria e segala.
Mixed greens over here. And there's the frittata with potatoes, prickly pears, and all types of goodies here. Graziella, grazie mille.
Grazie a voi.
Buona
ciao.
Saluta tutti.
Dalla Sicilia, da Catania, ciao.
This is the mega hill I walk up and down on almost daily to go to the markets at the bottom of our hill. Francesca, Graziella, and also the bread place. And that's me walking up, and this is what it looks like when I walk down. Look how beautiful the sea is, the Ionian Sea. Cool, huh? Beautiful view. Beautiful November day. Whew. Good little walk. And here we are. This is our apartment complex right here. You know, and that's one of my favorite things, Alfred, is that we don't just go to one place. We have multiple places where we go for our fruits and vegetables, our breads, our meat, different supermarkets. But you know, I feel like we're in a groove. We found the set number of places where we can really find quality, and if we don't find it there, we just go to another place.
That's a mother and daughter operation, Francesca and her daughter, right? They're very nice people. They get most of their produce, I believe, from my ancestral hometown, into Castagni.
Yeah.
A lot of the fresh stuff, okay? And then they also prepare stuff. So we can call them up and I can say, can you do me a favor, please? Can you please make for me X?
Scacciata,
okay?
for example.
Like a scacciata, for example.
Or parmigiana, eggplant parmigiana
or
something.
For eggplant alla Norma, if she doesn't want to cook the fried eggplant or whatever,
they'll fry it up.
They'll do everything, or make me a sandwich when Esther's not around. If I'm too lazy to make a sandwich, I'll go down there. So it's good, but it wasn't always that friendly. I remember when I first moved in here years ago, they were a little bit standoffish to me, and it wasn't until the passage of time where they got friendly and friendlier.
That's a good point, because when I first arrived here, they really did look at me, with a little bit of standoffish. It wasn't until a couple months later when I was frequently the place. I was also learning my Italian. I go in there, I don't speak a word of Italian, and as soon as I started learning a little bit of Italian, and especially saying a few words in Sicilian, they were very, very, very appreciative of that. And now I can say we're friends. We're good friends. When they have the artichokes, they message me a couple days before. Esther will have the artichokes because they know that I love that. And also Graziella has been so great coming to the house and helping. And then, when Alfred's out, we'll chit chat, and it's really fun. I really, really, really cherish the friendships that I've created here in Sicily. But you're absolutely right. They were very standoffish. But I have to say also that it's highly unusual for women to own business. It's not that it doesn't happen, but it's not very usual that women have a business. And God bless his soul, Francesca's husband died earlier this year, complications because of COVID, and those two are just horses. 2 days later, they were back at it. So my hat
Dressed
off.
in black.
Francesca still wears black every day.
She's going to do that. I told you.
Yeah. All right, listen, on the note of Italian classes, I do have 10 pre-recorded Italian classes that is for beginners. They're conversation Italian. What happens is I send you a link on YouTube. It's a private link. You get a PDF and you can watch it as many times as possible. We are having a special 5 classes for $20. So if you're interested in that, send me a message. Some of them range between 7 and 30 minutes. So you've got a lot of good stuff there for you. What else do you have going on?
All right. Our hats, T-shirts, books, you name it. My car, everything is on sale right now.
Great Christmas presents.
Wait a minute. I'm from Lawrence, so the saying in Lawrence is, if it ain't nailed down, it's for sale. No, seriously, the books and T-shirts have been flying out all week, and she just grabbed me.
Because you're shaking the table. Are you guys enjoying this program?
That shade of red. Oh my God.
Make sure you subscribe, hit the like, leave us a comment.
Anyway.
All right, you know what we're going to do? All right, so one of the things that we wanted to do in these videos is answer viewer questions. And this one came in through email. And this woman wants to know about Sicilian Italian citizenship. And she wants to know, one of your videos mentioned a tax-exempt status that would be granted to a purchaser if they were a citizen. Are there any benefits that you have been advised on? Alfred, what do you say?
First of all, there's no tax exempt. Tax exempt means that you're exempt from paying a tax. There is a first-time home buyer's tax, but it's not a complete exemption. That's for sure. And number two, it's only good if you're a dual citizen or if you're an Italian. It's not good from people coming in from, just flying in and taking up property. Like I said before, property here is at a premium. Sicilians would rather eat dirt than sell property. Okay, so and the reason is it's generational. I mean, with the economy the way it is, Esther, once you pay your mortgage, and by the way, most of the houses are paid cashola, right? They have mortgages here, but banks are very reluctant to give them out right now because banks don't have any money. So what happens is they buy houses, and it gets passed down generationally.
Yeah.
From grandfather to son, from son to son, etc. And as a result, there aren't too many houses available to buy, okay? Only 25%. That's it. 25% of all property in Sicily is in private hands. That's it. The other 75 is, big agro businesses own it. So within that 25%, there's a certain subset that's for sale, not like it is in the United States.
Now, the video that she was referring to was a video that I did with Massimo, Alfred's law partner, where we talked about purchasing and renting property in Sicily, and I'll leave you a link to that video on the bottom. Now, we also talked about the €1 homes and whether that is true or not. And one of the things that Massimo said during that video is that a lot of these small towns, especially in the middle of the island and also in the hilltops, have been abandoned because a lot of people have gone to get jobs up north or in the United States or other countries and have left a lot of these towns very empty. And the mayors have been trying to repopulate essentially these towns and also attract some more money. So it's not that these places are not available. They are, but in certain places. Now, I do have to say, Alfred, that I've seen a lot of vendici, which is for sale signs, much more than ever, especially in our area.
That could be, but I'm just talking generally speaking. Okay?
Yeah.
There are desirable areas and there are undesirable areas. Where we live is very desirable because it's close by to lots of different
the airport and a lot of attractions.
And also the infrastructure is fairly stable here, which is the other problem. If you're in the hinterlands, there may not be, for example, cell towers or internet connections or modern type things, okay? Or the pipes that you have going into these old dilapidated houses, they're just ancient. So there's many, many problems that those things have. But if you wanted to buy something, I would say, I mean, if this person really wants to buy something, like I've said before, come here first.
Yeah.
Don't buy off the internet. If you buy off the internet, what do they say? Caveat emptor. Let the buyer beware.
But I think her question had to do with getting an Italian citizenship and whether that would be helpful or more useful for her in terms of buying a house.
The answer is yes. Like I said, you will get some type of relief on that. And
also probably easier for the communities to deal with, which is the town halls, to deal with someone who has an Italian citizenship. I know for myself, I'm a member of the EU, but I have a Hungarian passport. So for me, I'm a dual citizen, also the United States. And there were some things that were problematic, even as an EU resident, but a Hungarian passport, that a lot of red tape that I had to go through that Alfred, you with your Italian passport didn't have to go through.
That's a good question that she said, because just because you're in the EU, a member of the EU states, you can't just pack up and, move to another country and that's it. You need to let the authorities know when you relocate to the other country and register, usually with the police. Over here it's with the questura. You need to register, okay, within a certain amount of time. I believe it's 8 or 16 days. I can't exactly remember what the time. Or you're going to be subject to a fine. Usually it's €300 for not doing it, okay? So that's a big thing. They want to know. You have to understand that the authorities here want to know who's in their town.
Of course.
Okay? Believe me, she says, of course, but guess what? With the comings and goings of all sorts of people in Europe coming in from the nearby sea, they really, who knows if they're bringing in disease, for heaven's sakes, right? Or drugs or criminality or whatever. So these people are really have clamped down on this stuff quite a bit. So the best advice I can give you is, make sure you register, make sure you familiarize yourself with the local ordinances about moving into a comune. All right,
Okay.
I think that's important.
All right, if you guys have a question, either leave me a comment or write me an email on Facebook, on YouTube, and also on my Gmail. All right, so one of the reasons that we're able to come to you doing these weekly chats and also bringing you videos from all over Sicily is because of your support. And one of the places that have been supporting us is GoFundMe. And a big thank you to Jim Ingram for his recent, very, very, very generous donation. Grazie mille. And another way you can support us is becoming a member here on YouTube for $1.99 a month. You're helping us bring more quality programming from Sicily.
Well, here it is. We're getting into the Christmas season. Really, starting the 1st of December is when all the festivities start. And so far, the Catania market is still a go. So we're going to go down there this weekend and get some B-roll for you of the beautiful Christmas lights that they have up. I can't hardly wait to go.
And all the local artisan products.
Anyways, that's what we're going to do.
All right. Do you have anything else to say?
No, I don't.
That's the first, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed this show.
I had a lot of fun today.
Yeah, we had a few laughs. I think I'll show you a couple of the bloopers.
No, there's a lot of bloopers on this one over here, and a lot of X-rated bloopers that...
Well, I think we'll leave some of them in, some of them out. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao. Love you guys.
Grazie tanti. Grazie per tutti. Huh? Ciao.
Ciao.
Love you.
All right. So why can't I hold this up? It's a microphone.
Look at this thing. It looks like a frickin' mouse. A mouse's butt.
It is. It's called a mouse.
Oh, it's
called a mouse's.
Holy shit.
It's a microphone.
I almost put a mouse
my
trap
God.
in it.
There's going to be a lot of editing in this.
That's
oh my God.
okay.
All right. So can we get going now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's go. Ciao, everyone. This is Esther.
This is Alfred here, reporting from Agrigento with no wire. No. So, just enough to give you a little bit of flavor. We've tied a nice little thing together for her. She's done a heck of a job on it, and we'll see how it comes out. If you like it, good. Press like. Donate money. If you don't like it, screw you.
All right, and another. Oh, don't make me favorites.
Okay, before we go on and here she shows you, I want to give a big shout out of thanks to Jimmy Ingram for a lot of reasons. But you said, sitting on a hill. You remind me of that. Jimmy left some cereal for me.
I swear to God, you guys, he has not been drinking. He does not have a drink in his hands.
Jimmy.
All right, too much information, but a really
big... You can
big...
send it to Jimmy. That's what you call a shoot at that shit. You can send that. Cut it off, send it to him. Me and Jimmy. Fine. All right.
So message me about that.
Don't forget, today's the last day of our Cyber Monday special.
Today is not the last day because when this is running...
December 3rd. December 1st.
No. We can't say that because this is running on December 1st. Uh-oh, what's that?
What the fuck is that?